Hey guys, this is just a little tip video for me. This is about to be like 30 minutes long, so everybody grab popcorn or a drink or something because it's gonna be a long video. And this is a plush tip video. This is public edition, so yeah, let's get into it. So, if you're filming at a place, be cautious. Be cautious. If you want to use a camera, be cautious. Ask the owner if you can film in the place. Get permission from the owner if you're old enough. But like me, I'm not old enough to drive, so if I was gonna so let's say I have like a Sonic plushie and I'm like, I need some hot dog buns so I can make some chili dogs, so I'm walking to the kitchen, and then Sonic walks to the kitchen, he checks the fridge, and we're all out of chili. He checks the pantry, we're all out of chili. And then like hot dog buns, so then you're like, okay, now I gotta go to the store. So this time you're actually leaving the house, like for real, you're leaving the house. So if you're like me and you're not old enough to drive, like I'm 9, there's no way I can drive. So if you're young like me, I'm 9 and I'm not old enough to drive, have like someone who's old enough to drive, whoever's willing to hold a plush and drive at the same time if they can, which would be the case. Okay, which would be the case if you're not old enough to drive. So yeah, do not do that if you're not old enough to drive, and be cautious when you film. Be cautious when you film. Be cautious. Okay? Be really cautious when you film, because you don't want to be like, you're walking into the store and you have a big like camera and you're walking around in the store and strangers are just like they're gonna think like, what is he doing? Like, what is he or her doing? But you also want to be cautious because when you're filming, people are going to be walking in the store, so you want to be careful where you're looking at. So if you accidentally bump into them, then that's going to be a problem because it might affect the video. So that's a little bit of a problem right there that I could say. Just a little bit of a problem. And you don't want a problem like that. That's not good. But if you're willing enough to like break the story apart and say sorry to the stranger that you bumped into accidentally, then that's fine. Like if you want to break the fourth wall and everything, but I don't do that. But especially me, I've never done that. I've never really actually done that, but yeah. Hold up. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop right there, pause real quick. If you hear barking in the background, that's just all my dogs. And I have 3 little young dogs and then 2 big dogs. So, yeah. Hold up, pause again. This will get him for a while. Alright. Okay, so cautious how you're filming, and yeah, okay, unpause. So be cautious how you're filming. Make sure you get the right, you know the right stuff to use. So if you're like dedicated to your channel, like I'm trying to be, like I want my channel to be like a job, but also like fun for something for me to do, like when I'm really, really bored. So yeah, I mean, I'll do that sometimes, but I also want it to be a job so I can like earn money. But I don't want it to be like, you know, like it's weird because like this kid walking around in Walmart with his parent playing with a plush, like in Walmart, like they're gonna be like, kid, this is a grocery store, don't film in here. So, I mean, if you're dedicated, use a video camera, but if you're still dedicated but you want to film and stuff, I would definitely suggest using an iPhone. Like on my phone, I have like this phone right here. I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max, but I'm filming on my dad's phone right now. But this is my iPhone 12 Pro Max. But I'll charge it later, just in case if I like do something today and I want to make like a video of some sort. Okay, now let's get on with it. Okay, make sure to use a phone if you're still dedicated, but you're like, you don't want to know that you're filming. You don't want them to know that you're filming. Next up, write like a plot or something and stuff. But next up, you want to make it like real. You want to make it real and the character's actually going to get something. So what I suggest is grab a piece of paper and cut it and make it like a grocery list. And figure out the groceries you want to do. Like say you're all out of chips and you want to go get some more. So say you're like, oh no, we're all out of hot Cheeto Puffs, so I'm gonna go to Walmart to go get some hot Cheeto Puffs. Or if they don't have any, you're like, okay, I'll get some normal hot Cheetos. And if they don't have any normal hot Cheetos, then just go from there with like the normal Cheeto Puffs and then the normal Cheetos. But if you want something else than that, like Doritos or Takis, like then go ahead. Like I'm literally fine with that. Just write down whatever groceries you need to get and make sure they're actually the groceries that you need. Like, hold up, pause. No, honey, no. Okay, unpause. Okay, so, okay, make sure what I would do is do it on a day you actually need groceries, because if you just ask them on a day you don't need groceries, or like a day they don't want to do it and say you already have groceries. But if you want to be like me and tell them it's like for a video, then go right ahead. I really don't care. But yeah, so you just gotta make sure that you're cautious of where you go. And if you're older, like a teenager, and you're like, say you want to make a video, like you're going out in public and you want to go to the McDonald's play place, well, you gotta find a McDonald's near you that has a play place. And my McDonald's does not. It's literally just the restaurant. But I would say that is good. But if you're like a normal channel, like if you're like a normal guy that wants to do like unboxings, and I've only done like one unboxing, and that was like the one on my first channel. Well, this is my dad's channel, but on my channel, Sonic's Adventures, you can go check it out right now. I'm trying to hit 50 subscribers, so make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Make sure to put it on all so you don't miss anything like this. But this is my dad's phone, but still, you can still do that right now. You can go click on it and do whatever. Okay, so if you're like a little kid, have your parents or something, or like your grandparents or something, find a McDonald's that has a play place near you. Like, let's say your grandma or grandpa, like, have a McDonald's that has a play place near them, and they're willing to take you. That's your chance when you can make the video. That's your chance. But yeah.
Hello. Hey, Randy.
Hey, we're at your house. We can just start painting the front porch area. We're not going to prime the bricks till tomorrow since it's so late.
Okay.
We're going to start spraying the vinyl siding. What's your vinyl siding say? Paint we got. And are the shutters being painted?
Yes, I think so. I think they're being painted black.
Those are going to be the black color. Okay, cool. We won't tape them off. Good deal. All right, we got a plan. It's hot. We got all your patio portion moved down to the yard. We're getting your house in the whole porch area.
You're awesome. Thank you, Randy.
Don't be a fader. The shirt's already stuck to me. Stay ready to read me, see you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get what we can get done here till 3:30. Then we're gonna get out of here.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
All right. Are you guys gonna be here tomorrow morning?
Yes.
All right. I'll be here probably about 8 or maybe 7:45.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be here.
All right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow then.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Is that what they're painting?
Okay, so like I was saying, be careful and watch what you're filming, but if you want to be like dedicated but film at the same time, if you want to be dedicated and film but you don't want them to know that you're filming, but if you also want to be like dedicated, ask for the owner's permission if you can film the employees. Like if you're doing something like that. But if you're not doing something like that, then you don't have to do that. But I recommend using a phone. Now I use like a tripod. I got a tripod for Easter this year. I don't really know why. Well, I did need it, so the Easter Bunny got it for me. If y'all believe in the Easter Bunny, but I do really. Okay, so yeah, film on the phone if you're still dedicated. Then just ask for permission if you can film with like an actual video camera. But also, if you wanna like make it great and how to make a good plush video like in public, you gotta actually do it. Don't be like one of those lazy people that just like go in a different room of their house and say like, ooh, I'm at Chuck E. Cheese or I'm at Walmart. Do not do that. That's just laziness. You gotta be creative. Lots of kids nowadays be creative. You do not want to not be creative. Then you're just like another kid in the park, like just sitting there on the bench, and then next thing you know, no one's even gonna like want to come close to you. So you gotta be creative. You gotta be passionate. You gotta be willing to work and build up your channel. You gotta be able to work and build it up. Now, if you want to do that and just say that, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But I rather suggest you be creative and actually go outside. Ask your parents, and if they say they don't want to go, tell them it's a part of your video. Then, if they still don't agree, ask another one of your family members, such as your sister or your brother or someone, or your parents, which I already said, and grandpa or grandma, something like that. But be creative, be strong, be passionate with your channel so you can build it up. If you want to make money, be strong, be passionate, be creative with your channel. Like, do something that will get your viewers' attention. Like, build it up, be strong, build it up. Make sure, if you want to make money, you gotta make sure that everything is good. And if you want this as your job, you got to do this correct. Be strong, be passionate, and be creative. I feel like I'm gonna be saying that a lot, but seriously, do that and you'll get tons of views. If you're like all about the fashion, then just do it like that. But if you're just doing it just for fun, and be strong, passionate, and creative. But I'm saying, I'm not really old enough to drive, so I can't really do that sort of stuff. But I'm willing to go out in the public because I literally bring plush toys with me. Hold up, pause. And this is my sister's dog, Buddy. He's a really nice dog. Say hi, Buddy. Say hi, Buddy. I'm gonna put him right here with me so he doesn't bark. And if you don't like that, I'll just put him somewhere. Okay. So this is the last time I'm gonna say it. Be strong, passionate with your channel. You gotta be really creative with it. You gotta be really creative. Now, if you're like just looking for a job, like I'm willing to make some money for my channel because I'm trying to get more plushies so I can build up my channel and upgrade it further. Like, let's say I'm like one of those guys that are like a huge fan of X-Halo. Well, if you don't know who that is, like, I don't even want to say the name because it's so long, but if you're like a really big fan of his, then, and one more thing, do not copy a plush tuber. Do not copy them like X-Halo or Supersonic Blake or Crazy Mario Bros or Sonic and Friends or something like that. Do not copy them. Well, of course, I was really a big fan. Well, I still am, but I mean, I'm subscribed and everything. So, yeah. And check out their new post about the Tails Don't Drink It because I think they're making a little Grimace Shake video. And also, what you need to do is, I mean, you don't have to, but it'll get your channel going. Like, follow trends like the Grimace Shake or Squid Game, Among Us, Fall Guys, Fortnite, something like that. Follow like a video game trend, because if you're doing video game plush videos, then that's fine. But if you're doing like basic plush videos, I don't know if that's really gonna get you anywhere. Like, well, I mean, it might. I'm just saying that because some of the basic plushies aren't popular. Like, what I mean by they're not popular is basic plushies like a bunny or a rabbit. Well, they're the same thing, but or like a dog or a cat or a bear or a cow or a pig or a sheep or a goat. Something like that. Those might get you somewhere, at least to like a couple hundred subscribers. But if you're doing like a Sonic or Mario or Crash Bandicoot or some other video game character, Dragon Ball Z, Pac-Man. Or if you're really into like fighting games, go for like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and go with like, or I'm not allowed to do that, but I mean I can do Super Smash Bros. But I'm not allowed to do like Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z. But if you're someone that is allowed to do that, then go right ahead and do that. Go right ahead. And I don't really care what you do, just go right ahead. But if you're like a Mega Man fan or like an anime fan, I suggest going with like the GE Sonic X plushies or Mega Man X plushies. I don't really know if Mega Man X is a thing. But go with something like that, or go with something like Metroid, or do something like Samus. Like get a Samus plushie or something. Or if you're like into making like wacky comedy plushies that are only like 5 minutes long, then I suggest follow like Miles Tales 101 does, or Mr. Gojira, or something like that. Do like his videos, because like when he does like that cookie video, it brings a moral to the story. If you're like a kid, it brings a moral to the story. Remember to share. Sharing is caring. That's what the video was literally about. That's all literally I can say. That's literally what it was about. But if you're like wacky and adventurous and you want to do comedy, then I suggest following the tips that I have said in this video. But yeah, so if you're trying to do that, just go right ahead. I really don't care. But if you want to do like really good stuff, and I suggest doing like Sine. If you want to be like Mr. Gojira or something, do like the Sine Sonic plushies. In fact, I'll rate some of the ones that you should use. The 2007 Sine. Hey, buddy, stop. Buddy, stop. Sorry, I choked my dog. Anyway, okay. So use the Sine plushies. Use like the 2007 Sine Tails. That's really good. But if you're like into the 2012, you can go ahead and use like this 2012 Sine Tails. But then I also recommend using the 2012 Sine Knuckles. That is a really good Knuckles. It's a really good like pointing out for that. And if you're like one of those popular YouTubers and use that stuff like Saf, use the 2012 Sine Amy. Or if you're like Mr. Gojira, use the 2012 Sine Shadow or Sonic. But I suggest you use like 2007 Sine Tails, 2012 Sine Amy and Knuckles, or if you're like really into Sonic X, then I suggest like searching up daily GE Sonic X Sonic plush. That's what I've been doing recently. But there's so many gosh dang ones that are so expensive. But the last time I remember one was on Amazon was like 2019 because of the reviews. The reviews kind of helped me with that one. And I think 2020 was like when they went out of Amazon. Like they just stopped like selling them. Yeah. But if you're lucky and you find a seller that sells one for like 20 to 30 bucks, then I say go right ahead. And if you have that much money, then go right ahead and buy it. Like, I really don't care. Just go right ahead and buy it. But yeah, that's almost all I can say for that. But moving on. So after you have got the groceries, this is the tough part because the employee is right there and you have to check out. If you're like in a line with an employee in it, that's fine. But if you're going to Walmart and you go to like that big section where you can just like check out yourself without the employee, then go right ahead and do that. But then the video is almost complete. Then you have your parent drive you back home, but you can make it like the fiction part, you can make it to where it seems like you're walking back to the house, but in reality, your parents are just driving you back to your house. And then, after you have made it back to your house, you make the food and then you eat. You pretend, but if you can like edit it, like stop the video. If you know how to like stop the video and make another one and put it together, then you can pretend like in the fiction world, the plush, like the character is eating the food, but in reality, like once you stop the video, you'll be eating it and record, and then you're like, oh, that's so good, but you're pretending like that's the plush. But then after that, the video is complete. But first, you gotta put it together. You put together the video, and then it'll look nice. And then once you have successfully done that, go to YouTube, press the plus button, and it'll say like, create a short or something. Do not do that. There's a one below it, and it says upload a video. Select the video you uploaded, and then put it up on there, and then edit. Like, before you do all that, make a photo for your thumbnail. Like, edit it a little bit. Like, Sonic or whoever you're using goes to Walmart or Chuck E. Cheese or Domino's or something like that, or Mazio's, or like goes to get groceries or something like that, then yeah, you can do that. But what I'm saying is you just gotta do something like that. Not like that, but make sure you get a good photo for the thumbnail and stuff like that. And then make sure you know your title of what you did from the video, and then let it upload, and then that'll be good. Alright guys, that's all the tips I have for you today. So make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and press all on my first channel and this channel. So yeah, that's gonna be all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.